Hi folks, Chef Ian here, and we're into recipe 4 of the roast chicken from Aldi. I'm doing 7 meals for 1 chook. So today we're doing a open-faced cheese and chicken toasty. So the ingredients I'm using obviously is some of our roast chicken that came from the chicken, some shredded cheese, some corn. Flavouring, I'm going to be using from the Spice Lab our Greek Souvlaki Zest and a little bit of smoked paprika, tomato, and I'm going to finish off with a little bit of from the Drunken Sailor Smokey Tomato Relish. So to get things underway, and it's obviously going to be cooked in our Ninja air fryer as well. So if you don't have an air fryer, you can do this in a normal oven. All right, so get underway. I've got a couple of slices here of some nice sour bread. So I'm just going to butter that first. Okay, so that's aside. Now, with our mix, I'm also going to put some tomato in it. What I'm going to do with the tomato though, I don't want all the seeds, so I'm going to cut the tomato into quarters, and I'm just going to take out all that flesh. So I'm just looking for, as I said, the tomato itself without all the seeds. So basically just chop all that out. And the reason I do that is that the seeds are going to, I guess, be too moist for this, and I don't want a soggy melt. So these are just going to be chopped up into pieces. And so that goes in the bowl first. Then our corn, and cheese, our chicken, and our souvlaki spice. I'm not going to put the smoked paprika on just yet. I've also got a little bit of parsley that I just picked from the garden, and I'm just going to just give it a rough chop. And all I'm looking for this will give it flavour, but also a little bit of colour as well. If you don't have any parsley, you can use some spring onion. Sliced spring onion will work. Okay, so now I'm just going to mix all that through. So all the flavours mix. And we've got this really lovely colourful topping. Okay. I've made up this little piece here. When I've done melts before in the oven, find that the cheese runs off and it can run into the bottom of your oven and burn. So same thing happens in the Ninja. So what I'm doing is I've got this, as I said, a piece of alfoil that I've just folded up. So when we put all our topping on, if there is any spill or it melts off the top of the bread, it's not going to make its way to the bottom of the oven. So nearly there. Okay. So that's our melt. And now I'm just going to put a little bit of this paprika, just sprinkled over the top. And that's just going to give it a little bit more depth of flavour. So that's enough. Okay, so our Ninja, I've set it in the air fry roast mode. Just going to lift that in just gently, place it in there. I've set the, I'm going to set the temperature for this at 185, and I'm going to give it about 6 minutes, I reckon. Should do it. If it obviously hasn't melted down enough to your liking, just give it another minute or two. So let's come back in 6 minutes and I'll show you how I'm going to plate this one up. Okay, so welcome back. The Ninja's just finished its cooking cycle, so let's just have a look and see. Perfect. It's come up exactly how I wanted it to. So I'm just going to lift them out. And if you do the foil trick, just going to pan back. Ninjas, if you just put them straight in, you can have melted cheese and stuff all over it. It makes a real mess. So that's just a little chef's tip. See there? Turn that off. Now, with our melts, we're just going to put them on our serving plate now. Now, to garnish this up and finish this off, I did mention about the Smokey Tomato Relish. This is available in our pantry. Just going to pop a little bit on top. This is just going to be the thing to finish it off. I'm also going to use just a bit of our pepper. I won't be doing any salt because I think it'll have enough salt content in it already. And to finish it off, a little sprig of oregano. Now, if you do have any balsamic glaze, a little bit of balsamic glaze, and I'll just put some on one, also just over it. Let's do it both. So that's it, folks. That's our open melt with our chicken breast from our Aldi roast chicken. Simple ingredients, lots of flavour in that, so easy to do. And honestly, you know, you're going to sit there and at your table and just devour that. It looks like, I think it looks like a piece of art. And for me, about food is food's got to have what I call the wow factor. So when that's presented to you or to yourself or even to a guest, they're going to look at it and go, fantastic. That's, and yet so simple. And again, under $5. I could put this into a restaurant scenario and easily sell this for probably $15 to $18. But you can make it at home for less than $5. So that's recipe 4. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow with recipe 5 as we continue this series of how to create 7 different meals out of one $10 chicken from Aldi. So till tomorrow, see you soon. All the best. Cheers.